Hi guys, welcome to day 15 of Vlogmas. It means that there is only 10 more days till Christmas. Very exciting. If you're new here, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I'm Alicia. If you watched yesterday's Vlogmas, it was kind of a underwhelming DIY video. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but it definitely wasn't the greatest. So today I kind of tried to redo the video a bit, and I made some more DIYs for Christmas. These could either be gifts you could give to your loved ones or things that you could keep for yourself. These are all very budget-friendly DIYs, and I think they turned out really cute. So let's just jump in and get started with some crafting. Alright, for this first craft we're making gingerbread ornaments, and what you will need is some felt, stuffing, scissors, a pen, yarn or thread, ribbon, a sewing needle and some hot glue. This step is optional. First I'm just going to start by folding a piece of felt in half and using my pen to draw on my shapes. I chose to do a candy cane and a heart. Then with my felt still folded in half, I'm going to cut through both layers to cut out my shapes. This means that I will get two sides of the same shape and it will be exactly equal. Then on my second piece of felt, which is going to act as the icing, I am tracing my shapes and cutting them out to be slightly smaller. Then with some hot glue, I am gluing them onto one of the sides. This could also be sewn on, but I just thought hot glue was a whole lot easier. Now I'm using yarn, but you could also just use some cotton thread and a needle to sew together my two sides. I wanted to have the stitches showing, but before I sewed it all the way around, I used some stuffing and a pen to push through the stuffing so that my gingerbread cookie had some shape. I then finished sewing it up, and using some ribbon, I hot glued it to the end to make a little ornament hook. And to add some decoration, I added a cute little bow. And that is the first DIY all done. It was so quick, simple, and easy to make, and it looks adorable. I am definitely going to be making more of these for my tree next year. The next craft is this Snowflake Garland, and all you will need to make this is some hot glue, some icy pole sticks, some scissors, and some yarn. I remember making these in kindergarten and primary school. They are so easy. All you need to do is use the icy pole sticks to create different snowflake patterns by gluing it with some hot glue. I decided to cut up some of the icy pole sticks to make smaller little sticks that I could use to decorate the snowflake pattern. I also decided to make some stars just to add some variation. This craft was very meditating, and I got to have a lot of fun just playing around with different designs and different ways I could use the icy pole sticks to make snowflake shapes. There are also so many inspiration photos on Pinterest that you could base your snowflakes off of. Once I was done making all my snowflakes, to make it easier to tie each of them onto the long piece of yarn, I made little ties by tying smaller pieces of yarn to each individual ornament or snowflake. Then with one long piece of yarn, I individually tied each one of these on. And then I was done. To hang these, I tied a loop at both ends and just used a little thumbtack. You can either hang it vertically or horizontally. I think it's so cute. Craft number 3 are these little tree Christmas lights. All you will need are fairy lights and some pipe cleaners. Very simple. This is a way you can easily spice up any fairy lights you have laying around or fairy lights in your room. You just use a green pipe cleaner and wrap it around each individual light to make a tree shape. This is so easy to do, and it's a way to make your lights a bit more festive, and it can be removed at any time. Craft number 4 is this little tree snow globe. All you will need is a glass jar with a lid, some stuffing, a hot glue gun, fairy lights, and a miniature tree. Starting by taking off any stickers or labels that are on your jar. Then I just used some hot glue to glue one of the bulbs to the top of the jar, that way that none of the bulbs would just fall straight down to the bottom when they were all put in. Then using some more hot glue, I glued the battery pack to the inside of the jar lid. Next I just grabbed my miniature Christmas tree, which I found at the reject shop on sale, and used some hot glue to glue this to the top of my jar lid. I then hot glued some of the stuffing that I used for my gingerbread cookie ornament earlier to make it look like there was snow around the bottom. Now this step is completely optional, but I chose to decorate my tree with a little bead garland. You could decorate it with sequins or glitter. To finish off this little jar decoration, I used some hot glue around the rim of the jar and glued it onto the top of the lid. I honestly think this turned out to be so cute and would be a perfect addition to the table on Christmas Day. The final DIY for this video is a tinsel wreath. This is my favorite. All you will need is an embroidery hoop, some tinsel, some lights, this is optional, hot glue, scissors, and mini baubles. To start off, I used my tinsel and wrapped it all the way around my embroidery hoop. If I was to do this again, I would definitely use a bigger embroidery hoop, but this is all I had on hand. I just wrapped the tinsel around and around until there was absolutely none of it left. Using some small baubles that I found at Spotlight on sale, I used some hot glue to glue them around to add a bit of decoration and variety to my wreath. Then using some leftover ribbon from the first craft, I tied it around the top of the wreath so I was able to hang it. This next step is totally optional, but I decided to hang around some lights. Again, you totally don't need to do this, but I think it looks so cute all lit up at night. This is my absolute favorite. It was so easy and so cheap to make. Alright, that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you decide to make any of these crafts, please send me a photo on Instagram or tag me in your Instagram post. I would love to see it. As always, I am open to any suggestions for videos, so please let me know if you want to see anything in particular down in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!